Hello and welcome to another amazing video on the Disabled Explorer YouTube channel and all the other platforms that I share this on. Hope everyone's having a great Thanksgiving Monday in Canada, here in Canada. I know the state celebrates it in uh, November, but we do this weekend, and this is the last day of it, Thanksgiving Monday. It is currently 17 degrees and mostly cloudy where I am in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. But it's supposed to drop even more throughout the week. I hope the weather is very nice wherever you guys are and at whatever time you guys are watching this on. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian followers and friends and subscribers. In today's video, I'm going to do a SmackDown recap and a Raw recap. Raw recap because they were still in Australia today, and Raw aired at 8 a.m. Eastern time this morning. So uh, it already had passed by this time. It's not going to air again tonight, but uh, I'm going to do a recap of it because I watched it and it was very good. But first, I'm going to do a SmackDown recap from Friday in Perth, Australia. Without further ado, let's get into SmackDown recap Go Home show for Crown Jewel, which I will review tomorrow or Wednesday of this week. So stay tuned for those videos. So again, without further ado, let's do SmackDown recap for October 10th, 2025. WWE SmackDown delivered an electrifying a night from Perth, Australia's RAC Arena, serving for serving as the perfect prelude to Crown Jewel. From brutal encounters to championship drama, the show didn't disappoint. The opening segment was Cody Rhodes' reality check. Cody Rhodes kicked things off with the men's crown jewel championship on display, delivering mes- a measured but pointed promo about his upcoming title defense against Seth freaking Rollins. He acknowledged Seth's convictions, but pointed a cautionary tale, painted a cautionary tale, comparing his opponent's mindset to his own past struggles at WrestleMania. Uh, Cody reinforced that WWE talent pool runs deep enough to carry the company, name dropping Orton, Reigns, Ripley, Jey Uso, and CM Punk as proof. When the Perth crowd got rowdy with chants, Wade Barrett hilariously filled in the blanks with their uncensored message. Cody closed the closed by asserting his dominance, declaring Seth Rollins simply couldn't beat him in any era. The message was clear. Tomorrow's Saturday match, would be about more than just a title. Backstage developments. Behind the scenes, tension simmered. Chelsea Green tried recruiting Stephanie McHare to her faction, only to be interrupted by Tiffany Stratton. The two women affirmed their alliance despite next the next day's championship match. Meanwhile, Jacob Fatu warned Cody he'd be next after handling Rollins, setting up future friction. Drew McIntyre, oh, sorry, setting up, uh, setting up future friction. Drew McIntyre then ambushed Fatu with a shopping cart attack before Nick Aldis intervened, leaving Fatu defiant and ready for more. Championship match: Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was an open challenge match, with Shinsuke Nakamura returning and answered the call. The United States class, championship class, delivered technical excellence and intensity. Nakamura dominated stretches stretches with his striking prowess, while Zayn fought back with explosive power moves and high flying offense. Sorry, the two traded near falls and brutal strikes throughout, with Nakamura hitting Scorpion Rising and setting up for a potential finish. Just as the match was reached its climax, Tamatonga emerged from the crowd to pull Nakamura out of the ring, earning a disqualification. Nakamura's interference triggered chaos. Tonga's interference triggered chaos. Solo Sikoa's crew flooded the ring, attacking both men with ruthless efficiency. Sammy and Nakamura fell victim to, to tour of the islands and coordinated strikes. Solo stood tall with his faction, making a statement without the usual war paint. The tag team action, Vaquer and Stratton, shined. Stephanie Vaquer and Tiffany Stratton squared off against Julia and Kiana James in a fast-paced tag affair. Julia and James con- controlled the early pace, isolating Vaquer and working sorry and working her down while Tiffany entered the match. When Tiffany entered the match, she flipped the script with hot clotheslines and power moves. The final stretch saw all four women creating controlled power moves. The power creating control until Tiffany planted Kyrie and Kiana with the prettiest moonsault ever. I apologize for the pinfall. Vaquer and Stratton posed victorious before the crown jewel belt, cementing themselves as serious contenders heading into the next day, the next day's challenge. Flair and Bliss called out. Backstage, Soluka and Zaria challenged Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss to prove themselves against the rising stars. Charlotte and Alexa accepted, but Alexa noted that the two challengers lacked coercion, a subtle mental game before the confrontation. The tag team defense Wyatt Six retained. The Wyatt Six retained. Joe Gacy and Dexter Loomis faced the Street Profits in a chaotic championship bout. Both teams battled a break, breakneck pace. With high flying exchanges and hard hitting sequences. The Riot Six gained control through quick tags and isolation tactics, while the Street Profits mounted comeback after comeback, near fall after near fall, kept the crowd on their edge of their seat, with Nikki Cross and Eric Rowan adding chaos outside the ring. Loomis and Grace capitalized when Ford crashed and burned on a moonsault attempt, hitting the plaque for the plaque for retention. Solo Sikoa's crew then made their presence felt post-match, creating an ominous atmosphere. Mrs. Mrs. Mentorship Sting. The Miz sat down with Kathy Kelly to explain his betrayal of Carmelo Hayes. He lamented that Hayes rejected his guidance despite everything he offered. A reality check for someone Miz genuinely believed in. The American Nightmare emphasized his legacy. Every, Everything he touched became a star. He also took he also took a cheeky shot at Kathy for forgetting his birthday, adding levity to the frustration. I didn't mean the American Nightmare, I meant the Miz. Sorry about that. Uh, Last man standing, Black's fiery finish. Damian Priest and Aleister Black tore the house down in a brutal last man standing match that spilled throughout Perth's arena. Priest controlled early exchanges with kendo stick shots and steel step destruction, throwing Black into a structure element, structural elements and the lighting crush. Black rallied with jumping uh, knees and meteora climbs onto the steps, nearly putting Priest away. Then action intensified with both men wielding kendo sticks, uh, chair shots, and table breaking razor razor's edge onto the announce desk. The the turning point came when Priest launched Black into the crowd and set him up on a platform for a broken arrow onto a heavy box. Black appeared done, but when Zelina Vega walked up and heard him speak, she nodded and stepped aside. Black then shocked everyone with a fireball to uh, Priest's face, followed by black mass that sent the Judgment Day member crashing through a table, the former Judgment Day member, crashing through a table below. Priest couldn't beat the count, and Black stood victorious with Vega having pulled off a stunning, devastating upset. Uh, a stellar go-home show set the stage for Crown Jewel the next day. The Rhodes Rollins duel loomed large. New challengers emerged, and the Judgment Day's dominance faced a serious challenge. Perth witnessed championship caliber storytelling all night long. I hope you guys like this SmackDown review. I apologize for my heavy breathing and my nose, but I'll be fine. I'm great. I hope you guys like this recap from SmackDown. If you did, leave a comment in the comment section below. All my details are in the description below. I am currently at 422 subscribers. I would like to go back up a little bit. If possible, that would be great. Uh, no pressure though, but that would be amazing if you guys could do that. Now I'm going to do a recap of what happened today on Raw. Like I said, it was recorded earlier because of the time difference at 8 a.m. Eastern here. It was 8 p.m. Eastern there in Australia. So they did Raw at this morning for us. Let's get to it. WWE's Raw recap October 13, 2025. WWE returned to Perth's RAC Arena on October 13th with a stacked card that delivered chaos, championship drama, and a shocking twist ending that left the show completely upheaval. Upheaval. Left the show in complete upheaval. Sorry about that. Seth's vision expands, or does it? Seth Rollins opens the show with trademark arrogance, flanked by Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. He proclaimed his superiority over every great of the generation of this generation, arguing that he alone built his legacy without leaning on anyone, claiming the Perth crowd uh, vehemently, sorry about that, disputed uh, uh, Rollins rehashed his dominance over Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. The pivotal he then pivoted to praising his assembled uh, Reigns uh, uh, faction. Faction, sorry. Heyman as an abandoned goat, Braun Breaker as an undisputed future of the company, and Bronson Reed as the new tribal chief, who conquered Reigns. However, Seth's fortress of confidence would crumble by night's end. Dominic's dirty victory. Dirty Dom's Mysterio retained his Intercontinental Championship against Penta in a back-and-forth battle where both men traded control. The match intensified when Rusev appeared ringside seeking payback for his previous loss. With the referee distracted, Dominic grabbed a ring bell hammer, snuck it into his boot, and used it for as an assisted 619 to steal the win, maintaining his belt through cheating and cutting. Rhea destroyed Kyrie, the Kabuki Warriors. Kyrie, Sane, and Asuka imploded backstage when slapped Asuka slapped Sane over her loss at Crown Jewel. But Sane stepped up to face Rhea Ripley solo. The match became a physical row when Shane mounted mounting offense throughout high flying moves and strikes, while Rhea pressed her brutal strength advantage. Asuka tried repeatedly to interfere, creating chaos at ringside. After a grueling battle, Rhea caught Shane mid-dive and planted her with a riptide for the decisive victory. Post-match violence erupted when Rhea targeted Asuka, but Shane stopped her with a candlestick assault across the back. Reed crushes Jimmy Uso. The Usos fracture. Bronson Reed decimated Jimmy Uso despite Jimmy's valiant efforts, exploiting Jimmy's injured ribs with methodical punishment. Reed sealed it with the tsunami, but the real story unfolded after the match when Bob Breaker appeared. Uh, speared both Jimmy and L.A. Knight. Then Jay Uso rushed the ring to save the day. But tensions between the brothers boiled. Jay made made it clear he wouldn't spear, he wouldn't repeat his crown jewel mistake by helping at ringside, leaving Jimmy frustrated and alone. Bailey and Lyra triumphed. Bailey and survived, Lyra Valkyria survived an intense battle against Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez of the Judgment Day. The match saw frequent tags, isolation tactics, and near falls aplenty. Just when Judgment Day appeared poised to dominate, Lyra gave Bailey an encouraging slap, igniting something fierce in the damage control still worked. Uh, Bailey unleashed a comeback, hitting a rose plant on Perez for the win, proving that their chemistry remained intact despite doubt. The triple threat chaos. CM Punk captured the World Heavyweight Championship number one contender spot by defending L.A. Knight, yeah, and Jey Uso, excuse me, in a heated triple threat. The match saw all three contenders, creating offenses, near falls, and controversial near pins. Punk hitting TTS on the night to claim victory and set up his shot at Seth's world title. However, Seth's, uh, Seth's celebration was cut short. Punk's celebration was cut short. And when Braun Breaker speared Punk, Reed hit a tsunami and chaos erupted. But then, Braun Breaker turned on Seth Rollins himself, delivering a spear to his mentor. Reed then speared Seth and took the title belt. Uh, uh, Reed tsunami Seth, sorry, and took the title belt. Uh, as Paul Heyman watched helplessly, the vision fractured in stunning fashion, with Braun and Bronson emerging as the dominant force. What's next? I apologize for this going a little long. What's next? You ask. Announce announce for next week. Maxine Dupree challenges Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship in Becky's hometown. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee face JD McDonough and Finn Balor for the tag titles. And Rusev gets his rematch against Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. Raw delivered everything: a title defense, personal warfare, and a shocking betrayal that completely reset the landscape heading into the next chapter. I apologize for the long length of this, but this is what happened when Raw went on 2.5 hours. Uh, if you like this video, all my details are in the description below. Again, I apologize for my nose and for my breathing, but I'm okay. I'm great. I feel good. And tomorrow I will be here again. I will do a recap of uh, Crown Jewel, Perth, Australia. And the next day I'll do TNA's Bound for Glory review. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving Monday if you're in Canada. Uh, and I hope you guys don't eat too much, like me. Maybe that's why I was a little, because I ate too much. Until then, have a great Monday. Have a great evening, or wherever you guys are watching this on. If you want, you can share this video with your friends, family, whatever. That would be great, amazing, and help me get up to 500. That would be outstanding. That would mean the world to me, if you could. No pressure, though. Until then, have a great day, great evening, and as I always say, keep on smiling. Bye.